Kapitel 3. The Arms Race. Wir hatten noch nie Kapitel 3.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Viel Erfolg bei der Nachtschicht,
What? The
Clemmy.
interior of the cabin is sharp. A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Ich hab gar nichts
I feel
getan.
dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works. The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces.
Oh, wir haben jetzt noch
We're better off
jemanden.
just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay
'Cause I'm
focused, shall we?
broken. Da, da, da,
The only
da,
furniture of
da.
note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish
Ich
10
darf nicht mal mehr
minutes there.
mitspielen.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Ja, blablabla.
This feels right. We just have to keep our
Hunted?
senses
Wie
sharp.
viele Stimmen haben wir plötzlich?
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. And what if we never do?
Don't be like that. I know things are hard right now, but we gotta stay positive. If they're confident, then I'm confident. So,
Ich glaube, ich
are
darf
you
nicht
just
mehr
going to stand
mitreden.
there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed
Irgendwer hat
to?
meinen Platz geklaut.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again.
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Ich weiß gar nicht, wovon du redest.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Dori?
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was
Überraschung.
never there. Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Ja, let's runter. Go. Und so.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Oh, Prinzessin.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the basement
Ja, sieht
floor
gut
and
aus.
the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Der klingt jetzt gerade anders, oder?
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Okay.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Ja.
Fun for her, maybe.
I didn't like
Ach, halt doch die
dying all over
Bappen,
again.
du.
Thinking about dying makes us as
Der ist mir
good
zu
as
traurig.
dead. The only thing
Der muss mal
that
Spaß am
matters
Sterben
is
haben.
survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of
So ein
it.
weicher.
We
Ja!
just need to find a way
Weil wir halt
to
mal gestorben sind, meine
once.
Güte.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real.
Können wir uns
There's
jetzt um die
only
Prinzessin
here
kümmern?
and
Mann,
now.
Your
Oh.
internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing
Hallo!
meat. From the princess's arms
Ja, die
erupt
zwei
twin
Messer.
blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Boah, oh.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm
Kann
out
ich
of
sie umarmen?
ideas.
We're fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. We're going to fight her, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All of these ideas suck. Nein, wir flirten.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far.
Was?
Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to
Jeder
end
hat
the
seine
world if you
Fehler.
don't stop her. Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Also,
I'd rather not. It's not like she
mein-
wants us anyway.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
sie will uns eh nicht. I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are? I just feel like I really get you. I like you, romantically even. Maybe we can hash this out over a date. How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to death? Give her the look. Okay, wir müssen safe und ich muss alles probieren. Ich gebe ihr den Look.
The look. The look.
Hi.
We've all used it.
Yeah, do you not know about the look?
Even I know about the look.
Das soll was heißen.
You flash the princess the look. And a
Oh!
rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Ich bin einfach charming.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Geil.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still going to kill you. But now we could both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Ja.
Or not.
At least she likes us. I've never been liked before.
Blush still glowing in
Oh,
her cheeks.
süß.
The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you. Ow. What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit?
Der ist schon
What
wieder da.
matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us.
Oh Gott.
I thought that only happens when we
Chad ist
die.
wieder dabei.
Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Ich weiß es nicht.
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Hä, aber wir sind verliebt
Stop
und wir
saying
werden
dead,
geliebt. Ist das
all
nicht
of
schön?
you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Aww.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
As long as we keep moving.
We'll win her heart eventually.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Ja, ihre Autorität. Ihre Autorität. It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
God.
We just have to hit her harder.
Yeah.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Just panic! Flee! She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again.
Eigentlich sind wir fast wie so
She's
eine
going to kill this
schicksalhafte
body
Beziehung, oder
either
nicht?
way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Sie steht auf uns.
See? We're getting better.
Ja!
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
None of this is working. Think.
She skewers you.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time.
You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Kapitel 4. Mutually Assured Destruction. Ich glaube, wir kriegen das richtig
Don't
bad
lose your
Ende,
head.
oder?
We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Genau, du doofer Erzähler.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die.
Irgendwie ist er ein bisschen Sanjay
They're
auch,
all the
ne?
same, really.
How about we stop thinking
no,
about horrible ways
nein!
to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that
Ja, wir
win
sind die Pros.
time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed
Ich
lover.
würde auch sagen, vom Schicksal
Fine
bestimmt.
by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Ja, mach mal.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room?
Nee,
or
passt schon.
anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Don't care, just want to win.
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch
Du
yourself
hast
back
mich schon
together.
fast vermisst, oder? Du warst fast traurig, richtig?
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Sehr gut.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Ja!
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Do-do-do.
Du. Pa, pa, pa.
Are you going to say what she does?
Der hat keinen Bock mehr.
Oh, do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Ja, wir wollen das alle.
Really?
Applaus für den Erzähler.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls.
Schick.
All that remains in
Steht
the
hier.
center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A
Umarmung?
heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
She's gorgeous.
Ja!
Absolutely divine. Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
Es gibt kein
That
Fenster.
looked painful.
How is she still alive?
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Ja, dann geh doch.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This is all just
Narrator. Narrator. Chat, ja. Aber Chat, ihr müsst halt auch mal die Klappe halten.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Halt du auch die Klappe.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet, through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Aww. Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Na also! You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Ja. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh nein, das ist hier auch die.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Ja, aber was sind deine Gedanken bezüglich dieses Gefäßes?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Denkst du, da sind Leute draußen? Also
It
da
doesn't
außen?
matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Denkst du, dass da irgendwas real ist?
We
Denkst du,
are
wir sind?
real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Chat, die ist mir zu schlau. Wir müssen uns eine dümmere suchen. Weißt du, was passieren wird, wenn du erwachst?
If I did,
Frag doch mal
you would
Ellen.
already be awake.
When you sent me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? The vessels had one.
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does, I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does, I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. Ja!
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Wow. Wie viele noch?
One.
Ah!
Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Was?
And then gravity will pull the others back to me.
Ah!
I will be singular. A final multitude.
Wenn das letzte Mal ist, willst du noch irgendwas anderes?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Na, dann bleibe ich hier, wenn es das letzte Mal ist.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time.
Nein! Bitte mach das Spiel nicht wieder aus. Bitte nicht. Es gibt kein Warten für immer. Ich bin
The
bereit.
next
Wir gehen
time I
zurück.
see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Oh Gott, ich will es gar nicht wissen.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Oh Gott, ich habe... Was? Also wir haben The Decay, You've Withered. Das haben 51,7%. Hitchhiker, pick up a passenger and take it to... Das hatten wir, glaube ich... Order and
You're
steal,
on a
master
path
yourself
in
and
the
vanquish a
woods.
sharp foe.
And at the end of that
Und you've
path
unraveled.
is a cabin.
Okay, ich ignoriere den diesmal einfach. Ich ignoriere den einfach und bin einfach nur nett
You
zu
make
ihr.
your way up the short path.
Ich ignoriere den einfach. Komplett. Der PC runtergefallen, ja, wahrscheinlich. Erstmal
The
Windows-Update
interior of the
gezogen.
cabin is almost...
Lass mich in Ruhe. Ich gehe einfach rein ohne das Messer.
The door to the basement creaks.
Geh weg. Hier, ich will nur nach dir
You
gucken.
are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
Ja,
princess.
bla bla, lass mich in Ruhe.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Ich guck mal, was ich tun kann.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Oh Gott.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Hä? Ja, achso, das... Ja.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall.
Ja, das kennen wir schon. Wenn es keinen Schlüssel gibt, hast du andere Ideen?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Ja, keine
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the
Ja,
stairs.
das kennen wir ja schon. Ich try aber mal the door, ja.
It's locked from the outside.
Und dann gehen wir einfach.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Wir saven sie natürlich.
Fine.
Das
Against
kennen wir
your
alles
better-
schon, ich weiß. Wir approachen. Okay, kann ich tatsächlich nicht drücken.
Okay,
Ich
no
lese.
going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Oh, das klingt aber gut, was die auch immer macht.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your
Sterben wir
flesh
schon
and
wieder
sinew
zusammen?
with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric.
Oh,
If
unser
we're
Blut
lucky, the
verbindet
wound
sich.
you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Kapitel 2, die Hexe. Ja, da kriegen wir doch was Gutes zum Abschluss, hä?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the
Gut auf
basement of
Ehrenbasis.
that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ich ignoriere den immer noch.
A
Werde-
warning
Ich
before you
werde
go
nicht
any
mit dem
further.
weiterreden. Ich
She
werde
will
nicht
lie,
mit dem reden. Meine
she
Mama
will
hat gesagt, ich
cheat,
darf nicht mit
and she will
Fremden
do
reden.
everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done. The interior of the
Oh,
cabin is a mess
chic.
of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ich ignoriere den. Ich nehme das jetzt.
You
Ich nehme
take
jetzt
the
das Messer
blade from the
mit.
shelf. It
Und
would be
dann gehen wir
difficult
nach
to slay
unten.
the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Ja, Tani,
Well, if
sehr
we're grabbing a
beeindruckend.
weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Ja. Wir gehen dann einfach runter.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Ist das
The
Endloch,
weak
oder?
starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Das hast du schon mal gesagt.
Her
Ich meine, ich
voice
rede nicht mit dir.
skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Die gefällt mir bisher am besten. Ich bin nicht nass.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Ja, aber ich
She must have
musste.
you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this
Ja,
whole
dann auf
situation.
geht's. Lass uns reden.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has?
Ups. Bin gestolpert.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Was ich mich frage, was ist, wenn ich alles skippe? Also so einfach
You need
so
to stop
Klick-Skip.
lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
Ich frage mich, ob das dann, also ob das Spiel das erkennt, dass ich das mache und dass es dann auch zu was führt, wisst ihr?
Fine, fine.
Aber
You're the
jetzt sehe ich
boss.
zu spät dafür, also bei dem Run.
Thank you.
Oh, hübschi.
You descend the basement steps.
Du hast
entering
haarige
the
Beine
dark
und einen
room
schönen Schwanz.
below.
Das
You
ist
can
schön.
just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Ja, aber nur weil ich dich retten
That's
will.
not fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Ja, weiß auch nicht warum.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Nein.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning.
Bisschen kleiner
Well,
Sherlock,
you
ne?
seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Ich will aber nicht.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where
Ja.
everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Hallo, Frau Hexe.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes. Nein, die hat niemals Mistakes gemacht. Maybe the blade isn't for you or not for killing you. We've got to get you out somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
Was? Du bist der
A
Held.
woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Will ich aber gar nicht. Look at my mistake. I get the sense that you're not happy with me. I died last time, you didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Look, I know. Things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both Or does it work? We should team up. Yeah.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Ja und? You're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here? Okay, let's leave. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Ja, hier, nimm das. Ja, das hier.
You can't be serious.
Doch.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote.
Nein.
The blade is one of our most valuable
Nein,
assets.
meine
We
Stimme
can't just
zählt als
give it to
unendlich.
her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. I abstain. You abstain? She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
Die braucht doch kein Messer, um uns zu töten. This isn't a democracy. Ja.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right?
Alter, hast du mal ihre Füße angeguckt? Guck mal ihre Hände an. Die tötet uns auch so.
Toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade I chose last time, and I regret it, so now it's your time to choose. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. Ja!
She pulls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you
Chat,
just said
dein
to her.
Einsatz, komm zurück zu uns.
I thought it was nice. Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we? If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
Slay the Princess heißt das. Ganz cool. Würde
The
ich dir
look of
empfehlen.
surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steels her nerves. And then she buries the blade in your heart.
Passiert. Körbe kriegt jeder mal.
No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you. I told you this is what she was going to do.
Und dass der
Glee
Opportunist.
dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it! I got you! You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
Weil ich dich
But you don't have the
liebe.
strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The thorn.
You're on a path in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us. I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to
komm
bite
schon.
us. I voted against it.
Ja, aber jetzt liebt sie uns. Alles gut.
Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out.
I'm bleeding.
I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument. Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be
Yeah.
is fixated on the future.
Oh.
Ho ho, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more. Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her
Yeah.
moment of vulnerability,
Yeah.
we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper. I like journeys. Travelling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to? Well, if we're lucky, It's a journey to love. She hates
Flitterwochen.
us.
Sie liebt uns.
Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death. There might just be a kernel of affection in that angry, angry heart. As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
Ja.
Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom.
Freedom.
Oh, are you now? Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
You should be taking the whole looping thing in stride. Yeah, we're going to free her.
Please don't.
Doch.
You can't stop all of us, you villain.
Richtig.
Let's just see how the wind blows. I'm not opposed to saving her, but let's not rule
Der ist ein
anything out
bisschen wie der
just
Prinz
yet.
von Shrek.
Let's see
Und
what
war
she
Shrek
has
dieser
to say.
komische, haha, ich bin der Held.
Stop sitting on the
War
fence
der
and
das?
pick a side already. We don't need you waffling when things get hairy.
Was haarig? Oh nein, die wird noch haariger.
I've already picked a side. Our side. I'm here to make sure that whatever happens, we wind up on top. Because that's worked out great so far. Well, we're not out of the game yet, are we? And again, I'll have you know, I wouldn't have gotten us killed last time. I wanted to stab her in the back, not hand over our precious backstabbing implement.
Wir gehen jetzt.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where
Die
everyone
meinten
stands at this
Dorn, glaube
point.
ich, wörtlich.
I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
Der hat immer die gleiche Leier. Wir gehen einfach in die Hütte.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that
wie
once stood here,
schön.
charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the
Weil sie
wreckage
sich
of
in
the
uns
old.
verliebt hat.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right.
Kann ich eine
There's
Blume
supposed to be a
mitnehmen?
pristine blade.
Ich will ihr eine Blume
Why isn't there a
schenken.
pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it... Let me guess. You want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do.
Dominik, das kannst du als Hintergrund nehmen.
I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere.
Ne?
She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We've already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers.
Ja.
Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which
Jetzt guck doch mal, wie
doesn't
hübsch hier
seem
die Blumen blühen.
unlikely. So yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side. You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement. hesitating before you begin the descent.
You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features.
Ja,
You
gut.
reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing?
Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are.
Können wir eine Blume
seems like the only way
mitnehmen?
to go is forward, isn't it?
Außer sie ist die Blume. Oh nein,
That's
vielleicht
where everything
reißen wir
tends to
dann...
be.
Vielleicht
Let's
nehmen wir
just put
keine
on a good
Blume
face
mit.
and have our wits about us.
Nicht, dass die Dornranken ist.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a
schön.
fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help.
Das
Her
ist wie der
voice,
Ehering von
worn
Megan
down
Fox.
by
Die hat doch
pain
auch
and
so
suspicion,
Widerhaken da drin oder
hobbles
so.
up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from
Sie
me.
ist rosa, sie liebt uns. I don't know what I want. I never really chose to come here. I wanted to free you. I mean it. I just want to talk. Really talk. Ich werde dich befreien.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.